From the East Coast to the West Coast, we are everywhere true crime is. We are asking for the public's help. We are searching in the woods. We are doing what it takes here on the Bullhorn Betty channels to find answers to the most alarming cases we have been watching on the news. I can tell you personally that I have traveled this entire country seeking these answers and bringing that content right here to you here on the Bullhorn Betty channels and Bullhorn Betty Crime Stories. We are happy with the work that we've done. We brought many answers to the public, and we have defied mainstream media in our pursuit of the truth in these cases. We will continue to work, we will continue to fight for these victims, and we will continue to tell their stories here on my channels. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty brand of channels and the Coffee Club. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, and more importantly, thank you for allowing me to bring these victims' stories to each and every one of you, advocating for each of these victims. God bless you. God bless America, and more importantly, God bless our victims. Wow, just wow. 600 DUI arrests, and they were not guilty. Can you imagine that? Driving on a Tennessee road and being pulled over knowing you're 100% sober, and because they deem you under the influence, you're arrested, your whole life is turned upside down. And of course, MAD minimizes the fact that there are innocent people in Tennessee getting arrested for a DUI they did not commit. It's pretty similar to a lot of things going on in Tennessee where people are arrested and have to spend their own money to fight the charges in an effort to control the county and the people that are residing in the county. There is a state legislature that's trying to push right now to have a database for Tennessee to show people what they were arrested for and what the outcomes of those arrests are. You're not going to believe the story. Check this out.
I'm Lauren Lowry.
I'm Tracy Cornett.
And I'm Marius Payton. As part of our sobering problem investigation, we've analyzed never-before-seen TBI data.
Chief investigative reporter Jeremy Finley found more than 600 Tennesseans have been arrested for DUI and were completely sober.
It's something you notice almost immediately.
Good morning.
In the body camera footage of officers approaching Xavier Gray.
Go ahead and turn the car off for me, okay?
His hands are in the air.
First of all, I'm scared of the police.
You got anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
But Gray, like so many other drivers who've spoken with WSMV4 Investigates, wasn't concerned at first.
Well, I'm gonna run you through some the field sobriety test, just make sure you're good to drive and everything, okay?
Oh, yeah. I know I'm not under the influence of anything.
And he thought he performed well until this.
I'm placing you on the register for driving under the influence, okay?
Huh? I don't even drink or anything. That's crazy. I work for a living driving a dump truck, and this is what I do. This is my whole livelihood. I was really afraid about losing my license.
Gray is the latest person we found to be charged with a DUI whose blood work would come back showing he was completely sober. For months, we've been emailing back and forth with the TBI, asking for blood work data that shows just how often it's happening in Tennessee. And it turns out we weren't the only ones asking.
I've seen the news stories that you all did.
State Representative Lowell Russell had seen our sobering problems investigations. And after one of his constituents was arrested for a DUI, while he was completely sober, he asked the TBI for the data as well. After months of requests, the TBI finally produced the data. Turns out it wasn't dozens, but more than 600 Tennesseans, 609 to be exact, innocent drivers, totally sober, charged with DUI. For perspective, if all of the sober drivers charged with DUI went to the Ryman, they would take up more than half of the seats in the upper balcony.
I just wonder what you think about that.
It's a miscarriage of justice. It seems like they're doing it everywhere around Tennessee, man.
Nobody wants drunk drivers on the road, ever. But what does it say that we keep finding sober people being arrested for DUI?
I have heard of those on a very, very limited scale, and those are, of course, tragic for everyone involved.
Tragic cases that lets drivers like Gray know he is hardly alone.
You know what's so scary is just thinking about how hard I work to stay out of trouble, right? And then to have something like this happen.
Jeremy, the implications of this, they're just so widespread. Hundreds of innocent people charged with crimes they didn't even commit.
Yeah, Lauren, we just obtained this data on Friday, so now we're sharing it with prosecutors and lawmakers to try to get their reaction. Representative Russell says he wants the TBI to create a database for all crimes in Tennessee, showing what a person was charged with and whether or not they were convicted. We know sober people charged with DUI often have their mugshots appear online. If this database is created, it at least would be a public record showing what the crimes against them were dismissed. Marius?
Jeremy, you keep pushing on this story. Thank you.
So as you see, innocent people are getting arrested for DUI in the state of Tennessee. And there's a database that this legislature would like to enact and make official for all crimes and to find out all outcomes of all crimes. I do believe that Tennessee arrests a lot of innocent people. I think it's just a culture in that state. I feel that they're not protecting our children. They're overzealous in other areas. I wish that they would just get it together because this is an embarrassment. It's yet another stain on the state of Tennessee, and we're going to be shining a light on that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Bullhorn Betty channel. And if you'd like, please comment below about what you think about Tennessee violating people's rights. God bless.